Well, I am back.
I'm like a bad penny. I always turn up.
And the impossible has happened. The sun came out.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
I don't remember exactly what the high was yesterday, but it was just warm enough to go out without a jacket on. So I grabbed my gear and I went to the spot. As mentioned in my last video, I'm working on improving my surf skate style. I didn't like how I looked while pump carving, and I wanted to focus on engaging my upper body to improve flow while changing rails. And cone drills just seemed like a no-brainer. Now let's go ahead to the footage. Once I got to the spot, I started working on my bottom turns and top turns. Now I don't remember exactly how far apart I set these cones. About 2 or 3 skateboard lengths, if I had to guess. But right off the bat, here's a couple of things that I need to address. For one, I'm pretty shaky at the start. For whatever reason, I was just nervous about committing to the motions and the moves that I had to do. I could visualize them in my head. I knew exactly what I needed to do, but there was just still that initial fear. I guess I just needed to warm up a bit.
Duh.
Excuse me? No, duh is a product of fear. Now,
because fortunately I got over it. The second problem I had was that this is not a flat lot at all. I tried to find the flattest area I could, but it's a pitched surface on a hillside. So at some points I just couldn't carry speed as I fought against gravity. I really had to focus on compressing my body and pushing into the board when I released that energy to keep the forward momentum. Eventually I was able to get there, but it was a struggle. I need to find a flatter area. Next up, I practiced infinity turns by going around these cones, which are roughly 3 skateboard lengths apart. And you can see there's some problems here that need to be worked on. For example, you'll notice in this part of the video here, I'm looking at the cone instead of looking at the path between the cones. And what happens there is I cut it too close to the cone, so I don't have enough room to pump and build up speed. I should be aiming more towards the middle. That's something that needs to be worked on. That is definitely why I'm doing these exercises. Just looking at this playback, I'm already much happier with my form and how I look throughout this exercise. There's a definite improvement.
Hey, how you doing? Your turn?
Finally, after a good 30 minutes or so, I was cooked. My feet are cramping up and my legs are burning. I should mention that this spot is about half a mile away from my house. So bottom line, I decided that was enough training, and I was feeling the need for speed. Time for some downhill fun and a serious carve session before grabbing my gear and heading back home. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with this outcome. It's only been one session, and I feel like I'm already seeing much better form. What do you think? In closing, I just had a few thoughts about things I said in my last video and how I feel this week, having taken everything into consideration. In my last video, I questioned how important or necessary it is to do these drills, and basically I decided that it really couldn't hurt. If it helps me become more agile and I can put more strength into my pumping, then it's a win-win. Really, what it comes down to is that I want to learn proper technique. I know I said I wanted to put more style into how I skate, but I think what I really meant to say was that I want to learn the right way to do this. You know, whatever the right way might be. I feel like if you do something the right way, style will come naturally. As several people commented, whatever your style is, it's going to show up just by you doing it. And the more you do it, the more natural it'll feel, the more at ease you'll be, and then that's how your style comes through. It's kind of like how dressing a certain way can affect the way you feel about yourself. In this case, the better you skate, the better you feel, and your style will express that without you even trying. I know for me, when I get into the groove, carving back and forth, like at the end of my practice session, where I'm going down this alleyway, and it just feels so good. I see my shadow on the ground, and it looks so cool. It makes me feel good to know that's me. I'm skating. I'm totally in the moment, and everything in the world just seems to be all right. No matter what's going on, I feel free in that moment. And that's it. That's what it's all about. What more do you need? So anyway, if you haven't done so, get skating, because the weather is great this week, and it's only going to get better from what I understand. Anyway, that's it for me today. Like and subscribe for more, and keep skating. This cat is no help. Come here. I don't know if it's obvious on the recording, but he has been licking my arm this entire time. Do you have anything to say? Anything? No?